Good evening. Welcome back to a new edition of the Quarantine Concert Series. I am your host, Kabir Segal. It's a pleasure to be back with you. We're live every single night, 10 p.m. Eastern, here in, I'm in Atlanta, and we're broadcasting from my parents' dining room table. They're sleeping upstairs, obviously, so we're trying to keep the music rolling. And the reason why we're doing this, the first thing reason why we're doing this is because obviously the situation's gotten quite dire. We're all practicing physical distancing. I don't like to call it social distancing, but we're trying to remain physically separated, and that's been a real drag on the creative economy. People have lost their gigs, people have lost their way of lives, and people are losing their lives. Just yesterday, we heard a couple musicians, Bucky Pizzarelli and Ellis Marcellus. This is a dire time for musicians and anyone really touching the creative economy, musicians, producers, engineers. So if you know someone in the creative economy, please reach out to them, musicians, artists, and ask how they're doing or see what you can do to help, particularly those that rely on gigs for their way of life, really. So the second thing is where we were broadcasting all over the internet, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And that's been great because we've been really been heartened by the response so far. Our last few episodes are averaging about 40,000 views. There you go. We're everywhere, even Periscope, which I think is Twitter. So you can find us online. But yeah, the traffic's been absolutely phenomenal. 40,000, 50,000 views. So thank you for tuning in. I know some of you watch it live. A lot more people watch it sort of the next day. So thanks for tuning in. And thirdly, if you want to get on the broadcast, hit me up on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll try to get you on. There's a waiting list, but we are working through the requests just as quickly as possible. I know there's a lot of streaming out there, a lot of streaming concerts. This series is really for artists who are extremely accomplished and talented. And these are people who you may not have heard of. You may have heard of. This is trying to create a way to learn about new artists and to create new audiences for them as well. So as we're all hunkering down, we can still explore curiosity and learn about new people. So with that, I'm really excited about tonight's broadcast because I'm learning about new music too. And I'm excited to share this incredible artist who I learned about a couple weeks ago, actually, from a good friend. He said, "You should really have her on the show. I really enjoy her music." And so I listened to some of her stuff, and it's great songwriting, very profound writing. You'll hear all about it. And please welcome to the show, Zelma Stone. Let me turn you on. Let me see. Cool. So, should I call you Zelma Stone or should I call you Chloe? What would you like me to call you?
You can call me Chloe, but
Okay.
also people probably know me as Zelma as well, so either
Gotcha.
one works.
So why did you pick Zelma Stone as the stage name?
Zelma is actually my middle name, so some people do call me Zelma. It's my grandma's name, so it's just special to me.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
Cool. So I will call you Chloe for
great.
now.
Yeah,
And tell me, where are you broadcasting from right now?
San Francisco.
The Bay Area. I love it. I
Yeah.
used to live there. It's an incredible town.
Okay.
How has the pandemic affected you? What have you been going through lately?
Um, Pretty much all my shows have been canceled, obviously. But it's actually really nice to see the community and things like this happening. Um, I also like work with kids during the day as well, so that is also being canceled, unfortunately. It's pretty sad to see, actually. Yeah.
What were some of the gigs that you had lined up that you had to cancel?
Some that I'm really excited about. I was gonna get to open for an artist that I really admire. Her name is Squirrel Flower, and she was coming to the Bay Area, and she just released a really amazing record, and I love it a lot. And she had to cancel her whole tour, which is very unfortunate. So, and of course, I didn't get to open for her then. Yeah.
Have you rescheduled, or are you just waiting to see what's happening?
Yeah, haven't rescheduled. I also had to cancel my release show that was going to be in May, beginning of May. Have not rescheduled yet with that. I think there's going to be like a big, I think venues are going to be just really like blown up with having to reschedule a bunch of
Sure,
shows, unfortunately.
sure, sure.
Yeah.
What is isn't there a place called Bimbo's or something in the Bay Area? I forget. There's like,
Bimbos. I
yeah.
love
Do you know it?
Bimbos.
What's
I
that?
don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not
Yeah,
familiar with Bimbos.
there's a nice venue there. Is there what's the dream venue for you in the Bay Area to play? What would you love to play?
Wow. I mean, one day, I'd love to play the Fox Theater.
We
Um,
we have a Fox Theater here in Atlanta.
oh yeah,
Yeah, so you should one if you maybe you can get a 2 for 1 special. You play in the Bay Area, they'll book you
love
here as
that.
well. Yeah,
Love
exactly.
that.
Cool. What would you like to start your performance off with tonight?
Um, I'm gonna start it with a song called "Fly." Sorry. Um, this one I recently released a music video to. This was the first single off the EP that's being released on the 17th of April. So this one goes out to my grandpa Bob. The sun can change a mind without asking. You feel alright, and it sneaks up from behind. You have to take it, 'cause it's on its way down. Stop your motion, it's like an ocean. Let your body drown. Cup one hand to rest your face. It really stumped you and left a nostalgic taste. 'Cause you're old and your body's getting ready to die. I say just take it in, let us feed you some pumpkin pie. Ooh, oh, 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 get ready to fly. Ooh, oh, 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 get ready to fly. There's more of them than of us left alive. You don't gotta take nothing, 'cause nothing's real. There's a party on the other side. Ooh, oh, 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 get ready to fly. Ooh, oh, 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 get ready to fly. Ooh, oh, 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 get ready to die. Ooh, oh, 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 get ready to fly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They love you.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Let me
Thanks so much.
settle down here. Let me turn these. All right. They're a very well trained audience.
That
They
was
stop on
great.
command. Hey, you know what I love about this song is also the music video. Um, were you actually on the couch on top of the car? Or was that
I
like
was.
that
I
wasn't
was.
CGI?
No, we like set up a rig
Yeah.
with the camera facing down, and it was really fun. I enjoyed it.
Did you have insurance while you were doing it?
Really, it looks actually more it looks more intense than it was. We probably drove probably like a block distance in that scene, so I don't think
Gotcha.
insurance was needed.
Where did you film it?
Um, in San Francisco, it's very San Francisco. Like the house seems very San Francisco.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
streets. We filmed some part on Treasure Island as well.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What is the I know you said it you mentioned your grandfather. What is
Yeah.
the for people who don't know, what is the song about? What
Uh,
inspired you to write that?
it's kind of like a coming to terms with grief and well, my grandpa was going through hospice care, and I've had, um, a few deaths in my life. Um, like my mom also went through hospice care, and it's kind of just relating with the fact that okay, this person's going to die, but how can I look at it in a way where it's like, wow, there's a party on the other side. There, you're gonna be joined with all these other people that love you, and you get to see them again, and I'll see you there one day. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
hopeful.
yeah,
Hope there's a bit of I guess I can say it like this, there's a bit of melancholy in your music,
yeah.
right? And is that a have you I'm not saying sure how to ask this without getting too sensitive here, but what is the why is that? Why the melancholy throughout your why that's become sort of your aesthetic? Maybe,
Yeah, I know I joke around with my manager. I'm like, I don't want to be known as the death girl, um, but it might be so. Yeah, I write a lot about grief, and because I've experienced it a lot in my short life that I've lived, and its music has been an extreme power to help me overcome my grief. Um, starting with my brother passing away when I was 14, he gave me my first guitar lesson. So, yeah, so music is just very important to me, and it comes across in the songs that I write.
sure. So getting that first guitar when you were 14, that was you as a player. When did you realize that you wanted to write and you wanted to put your thoughts to paper?
Yeah, I started writing kind of right away, just messing around. As soon as I knew like three or four chords, I started writing music. Um, was inspired by my brother, but also his friends, my sister's friends, who were singer songwriters as well. What exactly was the question again?
Well,
Sorry.
when you became a writer, not
Yeah,
everyone becomes a writer, and that's obviously like a very it can be very introspective, right?
right,
Writing lyrics and putting them to voice.
right. Yeah, it actually kind of came intuitively to me. I feel a lot of the songs I write, it just kind of happens, and I don't really know where the lyrics come. They just kind of show up, and sometimes the lyrics come first, sometimes the music comes first. I would say when I was about 18 is when I started really writing songs that made sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Well, writing about grief is kind of it's sort of a tenor for the times we're living in. So thank you for sharing your sharing your music because I think it could be like kind of a ballast for us as we all cope with what's going on in the world.
Yeah, definitely.
What would you like to perform next?
I'm gonna sing a song called Gift Horse.
Okay.
Let me see inside. Call me ungrateful. Give me one last try. Call me unstoppable. I'm only doing what I know best. Maybe I'm falling fast. I want pictures and I want facts. Take me to the sun to shine. In time, you're alright, you're alright. My God, she's so fine, she's so fine. I'll be walking that highway line. Fear my worst as I keep living my best life. I'm waiting on the edge of my seat. I'll be on my high horse when the words come to me. How dare you call me unkind? How would I look it in the mouth if it never was mine? In time, you're alright, you're alright. My God, she's so fine, she's so fine. I'll be walking that highway line. Fear my worst as I keep living my best life. I'll be friend and you can call me your kin. I guess it takes a little longer for love to set in. In time, you're alright, you're alright. But my God, she's so fine, she's so fine. In time, you're alright, you're alright. My God, she's so fine, she's so fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
This really helps the audience. It makes it feel,
Yeah, this is better than the
like
Fox.
it's happening.
I'm telling you.
This is better than the Fox.
We have put it up on the screen. Ren Harzi's Satsunyara says, I'm watching here in Cebu City, the Philippines. Big shout out to the folks in the Philippines. So you're going global. Going global. You need to add that on your tour list. Get out to the Philippines. We have some questions coming in. One on Instagram. What kind of guitar do you have, and what kind of guitar is on the wall?
Yeah. Oh, this is a Telecaster. I love it very much.
Is that the one your brother gave you?
No, actually, no. He gave me my first guitar lesson.
I see.
But actually, this one, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a guitar right here.
Okay.
And that was his guitar. He was really into heavy metal, so that's a heavy metal guitar.
Gotcha.
And this is the Ibanez right here.
I like Ibanez. This was my first bass.
Oh, yeah?
Had an Ibanez. Yeah.
Cool.
What was the name of your brother's heavy metal band? Was he?
They were called NYD, Not Yet Dead.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Got it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, when you tour, when you play, what is usually your instrumentation? Who's in the band?
Me, of course, with my guitar and a a lead guitar player, and then most recently a pedal steel player, which has been amazing. I love it so much. It adds a lot to my sound. I love it so much. And then drum and a bass player and a synth player as well.
Got it. So it's a full complement.
Yeah, but I love doing this type of thing as well. Just me and my guitar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
yeah.
When you make your tracks, how do you like, for example, that track, and when you recorded it, is it obviously it's a fuller arrangement? Are you producing it? Do you like are you tracking yourself? How does that process work for you?
The last the EP that's coming out on the 17th, I worked with few different actually producers. I kind of wanted to find someone I really work well with, and I worked with Miriam Kudos in San Francisco. We recorded here at Tiny Telephone, and also Rob Sheldon and Carly Bond of the band Myrna. They're also a lovely, amazing Bay Area based band. Actually, just moved to LA, but they produced one of the tracks on the record as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
There's a lot of great engineers and talent in the Bay Area,
yeah,
especially. So
I agree.
that's cool. So basically, do you do any of the post production work yourself, or how does that? So
So
after you track it, what's that process like?
I actually I make a demo here in my room, and then I send it to the producer or engineer, and we go back and forth with different ideas of how we want to make it happen, and then we get in the studio and do it
Boom,
together.
magic,
Yeah.
magic. Tell me about the forthcoming project.
Yeah, my EP, it's called Dreamland. I'm very excited about this. This is my second EP, but it feels very much more genuine to, the sound that I really want to put out there and share with you all. That's a cute picture of my brother when he was little. And then we like photoshopped a little Dreamland into there, so.
Yeah, I saw was it the music video of Dreamland that it was like family footage in there?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So my song Dreamland, which I'll play in a couple songs, um, is about my brother and being able to, see him again in my dream, and yeah. So we put together, me and a friend of mine put together a music video using old footage of my family, and it's very special.
Got it. So when is the? It looked very special too. It was very moving. When does
Thank you.
the EP come out?
On the 17th of April.
So it's coming out April 7th. And how many songs are on the EP?
There's 5 on this EP, and then there'll be an extra one on the physical copy, which will be coming out a couple weeks after.
And the best place to go is this website right here, Zelma
Yeah,
Stone.
for now that my website's being worked on right now. So
Being coded right now.
yes,
HTML. There we go. We got some JavaScript getting in there too. So very exciting. She has a new EP coming and a new website coming out soon. So for those of you at home, check this out. You will have discovered her here on the quarantine broadcast, and please subscribe to her stuff on Spotify as well. What would you like to play next?
I'm gonna play a song that has nothing to do with right now. I did not write this yesterday. It's called "We're All Gonna Die," because it's true. We all eventually will die. It's just a little reminder to myself that I'll see the people who have died in my life again. Baby, baby, I can see you want more. Step on back so I can shut my door. I'm feeling cozy, cuddled up just me. How about I call you when I'm standing on my feet? I wish that I can jump all in. Your water's too warm for this skin. I'm learning here and I know you'll give me time. There's much unsaid, you'll learn to read those faded lines. 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 Kiss me, baby, and don't say please. Wanna feel no shame, a senseless sting. I like to say there's nothing better than this. Cocoon and rockin' under sun rays kiss. Foreign hands give me a song. Let go of waiting, send it along. It's all the same, it's coming from my chest. Get it out before it makes a mess. As the week ends, wash those selfless hands. It's hard work when you're telling yourself you can't. All you need is time. It's time. And we're gonna be fine. Just fine. All we need is time. But what the hell is time? And we're gonna be fine. And we're all gonna die. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, I've been asking a lot of artists this, that, given the situation that we're going through, given the situation that we're going through, is there something you can write about that is about this current time? And it seems like you've already written a song that you kind of anticipated the moment in a way with that song,
Yeah.
both melancholy and the hopeful side. What would you say to, I mean, do you think you write more material inspired by what we're going through right now?
Yeah, definitely. It's crazy. It feels apocalyptic, It feels like, definitely, I think I could. And I feel like I've started to write a couple of songs, actually.
Are you writing it down? Is it voice memo? What's your process for
Voice
songwriting?
memo. Exactly, voice memo. If I need to get in the habit of I need to knock on wood right now, because I need to send all of those to my Gmail, because if I lose that phone, I'll be very sad.
You need to back it up. Good.
I need to back it up. Yeah,
How many voice memos do you have saved right now?
too many. I have no idea.
Prolific.
Yeah,
Prolific.
any little idea, I just record it,
Yeah.
It'll slip by
So
to someone else.
The first thing you said in the beginning part of our conversation is that you don't want to be the girl who's like, it's your manager, you said, who, saying is sad or dying and everything. But why is that? Because it seems like that is the aesthetic. Why do you not want to be associated with that?
Um, that's a good question. I think, I think because I think artists they change a lot with their writing, and I don't think I will always write a song about death and dying and grief. I think I have written songs that don't have to do with that actually, so that's kind of why I want to be known as me rather than the death girl, you know.
I gotcha. For those of you watching at home, if you have a question for Chloe, please let us know. I'm sure she'll opine and respond and, give her perspective. What is the best process for getting over grief? A lot of people are going through grief right now. What advice would you have to someone who's going through a tough situation?
Wow. I think everyone grieves differently, but I think time, which is what I said in this song, is like all we need is time, and we're gonna be fine. I know it sucks to have to say that, but in the end, it is true. Time really does make things a little bit better.
Yeah.
It won't be completely better, but it'll help. Time.
Yeah. I've always thought also that when I get angry or upset about something, I try to get busy,
Yeah.
to try to just get my mind off it and get into like a regular flow. So I also think, you have an outlet of art. A lot of people don't have that outlet, right? Of
Right.
being able to express themselves in that way. So that's why I'm sure like people connect with your music because they can relate to it, and it's like you have an empathetic voice. So you're doing a great service, and
Thank you.
putting voice to these emotions. Um, how do you feel about like your next? Are you already seeding ideas? I know you have your EP coming out,
Mm-hmm.
but when you think about your EPs, you think about some kind of larger message you want to. Is it some kind of like theme? How do you come up with the theme? You've done a couple of these now. How do you think about
Mm-hmm.
like the topic for these EPs?
Um, it kind of just happens. They kind of just make sense once you see all these songs together, you listen to them together. It makes sense. There's like a theme with my treehouse
Mm-hmm.
that I've kind of put into it. The
Tell
the
us about the
cover.
treehouse.
Yeah, the treehouse. My family, maybe some of you have heard of the treehouse in San Francisco, but we used to rent it out on Airbnb actually. Um, and but now my house is being sold, unfortunately. But um, my dad made this treehouse for me and my siblings when I was little, and it's pretty big, and it's like 50 foot up in the tree, and it's just very special to me. I've gotten to spend a lot of time in it, and if you watch my last music video, you'll see it for my song Dreamland. There's some footage of it.
Yeah, 50 feet is pretty high.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? Is there a rope ladder, or how do you get up there?
No, it's pretty. There's a couple like different layers to the ladder. It's not rope. It's more stable
Gotcha.
wood.
You're
Yeah.
all about that. So you were not afraid getting on that couch and fly.
Yeah.
You're used to you're used to high elevation.
Yeah.
Have you ever slept in your treehouse?
Treehouse, same thing. Yes, I have.
Yeah,
Plenty of times. Yeah. Yeah, it's
yeah.
a
Big
special
skies
place.
probably.
Hmm.
What would you like to play for us next?
I'm gonna play a song called Money Honey. My body's getting all messed up. I'm finding money in places I thought I'd never look. Staying up late just to find the truth in my breath. I'm fine now, I'm fine now, I'm fine. Turn that heat up, my back is cold. Got enough water to put out this hellhole, but I won't, 'cause I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. You told me I'll be fine, so I'm fine. You told me that I'm wise, I guess I'm wise. You told me that I'm nice, so I'll be kind. Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. Fine. Yeah, I'm fine now. I'm fine. Give me all your pleasure, baby. Give me all your money, honey. Give me all your pleasure, baby. Give me all your money, honey. I'm fine now. I'm fine now. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. So let me turn these guys down. Or we keep them going. That's fine. All right. There we go. Beautiful. So tell me, I always like to ask, what is your, I know you have your band, but do you
Yeah.
have a dream collaboration that you'd like to put out there into the world that maybe we can will it to happen?
Whoa, dream collaboration. I don't know. I feel very good about the people that I am playing with right now. It feels pretty special that I've found a
That
band that makes a lot of sense with my music right now.
that's
So
the sound of contentment right there.
yeah,
I got some questions here on Instagram. Who are your musical inspirations or influences rather?
I like the oldies a little bit. I like Doris Day. I'm into Elvis. My grandpa got me really into Elvis. Uh, that explains the little hairdo thing. Um, I really like more contemporary people. Julia Jacqueline.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Julia Jacqueline. Mitski.
Yeah.
There's many.
Gotcha.
Joan
Gotcha.
Baez, older.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan of Jen Bias. She's I mean, talk about songwriting. She's almost a master of it.
Yeah.
And have you there's been a couple music documentaries too that I watched. I watched the Rolling Thunder review with that's on Netflix right now, and it's and it has Joan Baez, and it talks. She's talking about her process a little bit. But your music,
Very cool.
your music kind of reflects that to me. I can hear that. I can hear those vibes, if you will, in the music. Is there a is there a type of like sound or type of aesthetic that you're trying to channel? Like when we said melancholy before, right? Is there like a type of like when people think about genre, like where would you place it? I'm sorry to have to ask you to
Yeah,
categorize it, but like,
that's okay.
but
Yeah, that's a super hard question. I guess it changes for me. But I guess, singer songwriter, but also it could get pretty heavy, like rock. Um, I've been hearing from different writers. Some people have been saying like dream folk, which I kind of liked. I really like that actually.
dream
With
folk, I
like
like that.
dream folk,
You're
yeah,
creating a new genre.
yeah. I guess the synth kind of brings that in.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Very cool.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm tuning while I'm talking to you. If that's okay.
Important to do. I'm sure the
Yeah.
people at home appreciate it.
Yeah.
Dream folk. Okay, that's cool. So I think we need to create a channel on Spotify, Dream Folk. Get you on there. Create a playlist, the Dream Folk playlist,
Right?
headed by Zelma Stone.
I
Yeah,
like that. I heard that recently. I was like, that rings well to me. I like that.
yeah, yeah. One other thing I want to highlight is one thing I find inspiring is how much family plays a role in your music. You talked about your grandfather, your grandmother, Zelma, your father building the dream house, the loss of your brother. So
Right.
that is an incredibly vulnerable thing to do, I think, talk about your family. Do you ever feel uncomfortable sharing so much about your personal life?
Um, maybe slightly. It definitely like brings a little bit of sadness, but at the same time, it's kind of nice because I know that other people can relate, and it's good to people can get what they want from my music, but also, yeah, I'm sure it means a lot to hear kind of where my music's coming from, and
Totally.
they can relate even more then.
Right. Well, we love to hear the title track, Dreamland.
Yeah,
Let's hear
yeah.
it.
Thank you. I'll give my heart some loving so I can give my art some loving. Maybe it'll keep my mind from judging and holding these arms too tight. There's really no good reason for you to leave so soon. Though I've managed each season, been forced to shed and bloom. But what if I came back? Will you hold me like you did back then? Will you tell me you're my biggest fan? Will you want me Here he comes again, right back in dreamland, with my hands waving high. He seems to pass on right by. It keeps pouring from my head, collecting all on my bed. So I lay on what's been done and hope to wake up to my fun. But what if I came back? Will you hold me like you did back then? Will you tell me you're my biggest fan? Will you want me? Well, show me you're a good friend. Will you hold me like you did back then? Will you tell me you're my biggest fan? Will you want me? Will you want me? Will you want me? Will you want me? Will you need me? Here he comes again, back in dreamland. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. That was wonderful.
Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for that very sort of meditative and beautiful performance. And
Yeah.
and
Thank you.
I also want to thank the trumpet player across the street for. I don't think we could
I
hear it.
know. They picked a really funny day to start learning how to play trumpet, that's for sure.
Yeah, and so I don't think we could hear. Well, during the sound check of this, we heard the trumpet player across the street playing. So,
Yeah.
really glad you joined us. I'm so glad my friend Shane said we should make this happen.
Yeah,
And
thank you so much for having me.
yeah, of course. What's the next for you, other than this EP? What's next for you when life gets back to normal? What do
What
you want to
yeah,
do immediately?
yeah, I want to get back in the studio right away and start recording some songs that I've been ready to record and um, just keep putting them out there and hopefully tour very soon
Awesome.
with that.
So we'd love to see you on tour. Let us know when that happens. And thanks for joining us. A few moments, a few things I want to point out tonight. Just first, want to give a special thanks to the sound team who make this broadcast happen, Camilo and Sandra. They are, if you put your website up there, we can give you or there it is, like magic, soundworksrecording.com. Great mixing and mastering. Even Chloe, I recommend them if you want to check them
Yeah.
out down the
Yeah,
road.
they were wonderful to work with in soundcheck.
See?
Yeah.
See, we're paying you, Camilo and Sandra, with compliments now. You can take it. You can cash those compliments. You can take it to the bank. And 10 p.m. Eastern. Everyone join us. Tomorrow we're on 10 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow we'll have Grace Kelly, great saxophonist who played on the Tonight Show, the Colbert Show band. So check it out tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern. And then coming up on the weekends, we have 3 p.m. matinee shows, 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. So that's it. Have a great night. Good night. And God bless and stay healthy.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Dr.
you.
Pierre, thanks for having me.
Of course.
Bye. See you.